All right, we are live. We are live at 5 on the West Coast. What's going on, fam? It's your man, VACAY-J. And yes, we are here for another live stream, family, coming directly to you. Super excited today. Why? Because, yeah, you've seen her before. She was always on the other end of the planet. Now she's right here in Vegas. That's right. You see her, you heard her before, you know she got them theories and all of that. It's all good. And she just dropped her album yesterday. Congratulations. Let's give it up and shout out Amy Veronica. What's good?
Hey,
What's
hey
good?
guys, it's all good. Everything's good. Feeling good. Excited to be physically here.
Yeah.
Yep, ready to talk about some good TV and celebrate, all that good stuff.
All right, good stuff. Good stuff. Absolutely. Congratulations again. Album's out right now. Go ahead and download it, stream it, buy it, buy 2 or 3 of them. Yep. You already know, family, definitely. So let's get into this. You already know what we're here to do. You know how VACAY-J does. We've been doing recaps on all your favorite shows. Before we get into this, you already know, if you're new to the channel, please go ahead and subscribe, like, comment, hit that notification bell so you can be down with the notification squad, all right? And absolutely share with all your family, friends, and everybody you know that watches all the shows that we're going to talk about. At the same time, Amy Veronica has her own channel as well. So you'll see at the bottom of my channel on the main page, you'll see her link. Please go ahead and go to her link and subscribe, you know, like, comment, also do the same thing, notification bell, because she's going to have a whole lot of heat coming, especially with this album coming out. So get ready for that, family, all right? So appreciate you guys. And definitely shout out to Tiff. Tiff is doing her thing. She's making things happen. So shout out to you. If you're watching, you already know what to do, all right? So we're going to get into it, fam. I'm excited. Are you excited?
Excited. Absolutely.
Okay. So we're going to see some of, we're going to be looking at your comments. So go ahead and drop any comments, any thoughts, any theories. We're going to get into a couple of your favorite shows. And you know we've been talking about this for a while, right? We're going to be talking about Bel-Air, right? We're going to be talking about Snowfall. We're going to be talking about a little bit about Ruthless. You haven't seen Ruthless, but we're going to talk a little bit about that. And yeah, we're going to be talking about a lot of things today, fam, a lot of things today. So I'm excited to talk about it, and we're going to get into it. So let's first talk about one of my favorite shows of 2022. That's right. We're talking about Bel-Air. We're going to start with the top. Bel-Air. Hey, what did you find to stand out with Bel-Air?
So overall, there was a couple of standout moments. Mm-hmm. The conflict, again, it's like we almost get a little resolve with Will and Lisa.
Right.
Then it's not resolved. Then, it pivots again. So that whole back and forth between him and Lisa is one.
Right. I
think what really stood out to me in this episode is the conversation, like where Will is ending up. I like to compare the new to the old, mm-hmm. just because of the things they do. And this is the big scene from the old show that everybody talks about, everybody likes, when, Lou leaves and Will cries and, all that big hug off the field. And what they did with this episode is they kind of like expanded that. So instead of him feeling like, how come he don't want me, man, speaking in reference to just Lou, he's feeling like abandoned or not wanted by anybody. So to kind of magnify the original, I thought was pretty cool. And Carlton, I like, what we're seeing with Carlton. Like Carlton has Will's back, like, that's they're moving from estranged relative to cousins to almost like a brotherhood. So we're mm-hmm. starting to see that evolution between them. And of course, what everybody's talking about is Lou. Like, we can go and talk about Lou forever, but
right.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So that's what stood out to you. What are the things that stood out that you were like, yo, that's messed up, I didn't like that? Let's talk about that too.
I think the kind of the way they threw Lou out there, it was just all this hype amongst the fans, and
Yeah.
You know, we were ready for that moment, and it just kind of like it wasn't enough. Like they gave us it was still just a tease. Like, okay, now we know what actor is playing Lou, so all that stipulation can go to bed.
Were you surprised that it was
absolutely? I did not see Marlon coming. I did not see Marlon coming. And when they showed like his profile, his side profile, I was trying to figure out like who is that, but the way they did it, it almost kind of felt like it was Will Smith a little bit. So it was like a little teaser they did, then they showed it. They cut it to Marlon.
What you mean they kind of made it like Will Smith?
Like because when Phil opens the door, you know, you see Phil's face, and then you see like the back part of whomever this person is. And I don't know, it just kind of felt like the likeness of Will Smith to me, like from back here, like the ears a little bit. And then, you know, it's a light-skinned person. I don't know, maybe because I was like, yo, are they really doing it? So, you know, I kind of felt like, you know, they hinted toward that a little bit. But I just feel like they could have gave us a little bit more of Lou. Could have maybe presented him earlier in the episode to kind of make that, I don't know, make that connection a little bit more. I don't know. Maybe I'm just a crazy fan and I just want more than what they were willing to give. I don't know. That and then I don't know. I'm kind of just. I wish they would do something with Ashley. I just really feel like she gets like sprinkled over the show. Like she might be in the episode, she might not. If she is in an episode, she doesn't have very much to say. I just don't know what we're doing with her. Yeah, so that's my probably the tip with the show as a whole is, you know, what are we doing with Ashley? Like, you know, because I say it all the time. I get Judy Winslow vibes. Like she gonna go upstairs and never come back. Like, you know, I just don't know what we're doing with that character. And of course, Aunt Viv and Michael Ealy. Like, I'm gonna stick to my guns and I'm gonna say Aunt Viv won't fold.
Really?
Aunt Viv won't fold.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm just gonna say that what stood out to me definitely was Marlon Wayans. All right, because Marlon, I ain't getting no Will Smith vibes when I saw this. He had a beard. Like, no, Will Smith don't got no beard like that. But anyway, Marlon came through. I wasn't like mad. I wasn't mad that it wasn't Will Smith. A lot of people was like, yeah, Will Smith gonna show up. I don't think he is. What's going on, Cole? Hey, I see you. What's going on? We see you. All right, absolutely. So yeah, Marlon stood out to me. He did a great job playing Lou.
He did. Like
again, like we was discussing earlier, like I haven't really seen him in a serious role except for what he did with that Aretha Franklin movie. And he did great in that too. I thought he did real well playing that real mean dude who's like her boyfriend / manager, whatever. So for him to play this role and to do it so well with emotion, like him and Jabari, you know, who plays Will, again, they did a great job on that. To me, they did a real great job. Like the emotions came through, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, maybe a thug like me, maybe I shedded one little droplet, you know what I'm saying? A little thug tear for the fellas, you know what I'm saying? But so that stood out to me. Another thing that stood out to me, which we're gonna find out, I believe, in the second season, it wasn't mentioned, is the whole Hillary Jazz relationship and Ivy, this new character Ivy, because remember when they was at Aunt Viv's, you know, whole fellowship thing, right? And Hillary introduced Jazz to Ivy and was like, yeah, this is Will's friend. Right. Didn't present him as, yo, this is my man. Right. Watch your step. No, it was, this is Will's boy. All right. Will's friend. So yeah, so Jazz is like, oh, what's going on? You know, oh, Ivy, you gonna poison me? And she's like, you never know. And I'm just like, see? And Hillary looking all mean face. I'm like, you should have presented him properly. Right. So she would know there's no green light on that. But it didn't matter because they ended up at the bungalow anyway. And he ended up smacking cheeks at the bungalow anyway. So it really didn't matter. She's like, I know who he rolling with. Right. You know what I'm saying? A little short Tupac looking dude. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna be coming through to the bungalow with me, the 5-star bungalow, you know? So that stood out to me. Also, Aunt Viv, man, I mean, she definitely stood out as a queen at this whole event in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? Like it was her time. I was proud of her, like everything that she was going through. And the whole entire like season has been, should I get back into it? Yeah, I should get back into it. Reed's telling me I should get back into it. Jones telling me I should get back into it. And then she finally gets that, yeah, I'm back into it. I'm gonna take the fellowship. You know, Phil did what he did. You know what I'm saying? Step down as DA, take care of the family, and now she's shining. So I was happy to see that she's shining in this. You know what I'm saying? We finally get her to be where she is. Yes, she went to talk to Reed to talk about, yeah, let's work together. And Reed, I mean, honestly, I give it up to Reed. Now, a lot of y'all like, yeah, he's a womanizer, he's this. No, I give it up to Reed because he was like, well, what does your husband think about this?
Yeah,
you
but
know what I'm saying?
That wasn't on no genuine.
Yes, it was. Why would he even ask that?
Because, dude, the dude is a Casanova.
There we go.
That's some slick stuff.
Nah, you just hating on players.
Listen, I ain't hating on nobody. I'm just saying he knows his game, and that's a part of the game to make it, make it like,
seem like he cares, but he really don't care.
No,
he just want to smack cheeks.
That's it. Do the straight up womanizer. I'm telling you, straight up.
I don't know. I think I'm gonna give it up.
And she lying.
What she lying?
Because she was, like, oh well, Phil is working through whatever. She ain't Phil lying. Is not cool.
She says she's supporting her. That's what he said. He didn't say she lying.
Nah.
He says he's supporting her with her efforts. Now, as far as this meeting goes, I don't think he knows about that meeting that she had.
Right. And he's supporting her, under the auspices, or I should say, he's supporting her knowing that this dude is not in the picture, not knowing this dude is in the picture. And you done reeled him back in the picture and you're not being straight up.
I don't know, because, again, Phil, they're like, listen, he's in full support of her. I don't think he knows about the meeting. I just think that, yeah, he's just like, hold on, let me pull this up. I think he's really focused on the family, so he's not really thinking about what she's doing anymore, because he's like, yo, I trust you. I trust you now. Like, I'm in full support of you. I stepped down in the whole nine. Who's this dude right here? That's what I want to know.
So he is apparently some dude from back in the day. Because they obviously, they know each other. There's some relationship history, whatever.
Right.
So he's somebody definitely like a fan from the past.
Fan
from the past. And I think if I had to say something else that kind of is a little frustrating, is how even after all of this, Viv is still have all these insecurities. Like, it started with it. I don't know. I don't know. Like, deal with it already. Like, we had this whole, like, seriously, we had
She's
this whole
a human being, yo.
Come to Jesus with her and Phil, where we talked about her insecurities. You sit in the room with Janice and Helen, and you open, you're vulnerable. I get it. That's what attracted them to you. You accepted, you moving, and you still like, oh, I don't know, I can't do it. I don't know. Is it really me? Like, come on, stop. Stop.
She has her insecurities, just like anybody.
Yeah, I get it, but get some help. Stop.
Oh, God.
Like, we move. Stop.
Oh, God.
Stop.
You're so mean, yo. What the heck?
I mean, but it's like, stop.
What you mean stop?
It's
anyway.
Like, you at the top of the mountain. Am I really here?
She's doing her thing.
I deserve to be here.
Listen, she's doing her thing, right? She's shining. But again, she had doubts about even jumping into this. She had doubts in herself about jumping into it.
She didn't doubt herself.
Exactly. So we know that that's her character. So because that's her character, even though she's in this new role, doesn't mean that she's not going to have any doubts and be insecure.
They make too much money. Get a therapist. Deal with this. Move around. Let's go.
Help this.
Listen, get some help.
So they cheered to her. We talked about this right here, right? The girl, she wanted to talk about the whole, she owed $50,000 to Kylo. And she's like, I don't want to talk about that. And then here comes Aunt Viv ear hustling. What you mean? What you don't want to talk about? And she's like, I don't want to talk about my love life. Come on, I got to have boundaries, right?
She had a quick comeback.
She sure did. She sure did. And here comes your boy, Lil Tupac. Lil short Tupac. Like if Tupac was like one of the littles, He's one of the little, little Tupac. You know, like little Sean,
right?
Little Wayne.
Little
He would
Pop.
be little Pac, right? So yeah, she's going ahead and introducing. This is the part that I'm just like, yo, I can tell that Ivy is feeling
Jazz,
your boy Jazz. She's feeling your boy. You know what I mean?
And that whole handshake.
Yeah, he looking at her like, okay, but see the way he doing it, you see how he moving? You see how he leaning like that? Looking at her over his little glasses, you know what I'm saying? Little Tupac glasses. Man, this boy about to get in trouble. And she like, hey, she's like, yeah, hey, look at her.
And
hey.
she cute. That's gonna go down.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and look at that little handshake. Look at your girl. She like, she like,
But to your point, you set that up, sis. Somehow this is my cousin's friend.
You should have did it right. You should have did it right. But let's talk about this. She like, I'm here for Aunt Viv. I ain't here for you. Okay, it's a wrap, son. You know what I mean? You lied to me. You ain't tell me the truth. You know, and she's being adamant about that.
She is,
right? And he looked at her, he's just like, please, can you talk to me? Can you talk to me, please? Right? You know, but she's just like, nah, son, it's a wrap, man. But your boy, Jazz, I'm gonna give it to him. Jazz, Lil Tupac, is the MVP of the whole season, I'm gonna say. Not just this episode, but the whole season. He's the MVP because he got them lines, man. They wrote some good lines for Jazz. You know, Jazz used to be like the buffoon, but he used to be the clown. He used to be the jester that they kicked out.
Right.
So that's the flip on this one, which I love. They flip it because Jazz is like wise, like he's giving mad wisdom, mad jewels to your boys. Like, yo, just go talk to him, tell her how you feel. He's like, listen, I love you. I love you, boo. And she like, you just saying that just to get back in my pants. That's me. Be like, nah, I'm just want you to know how I feel, baby. And she almost about to be like, I love you too.
We're not gonna do this right here.
We can't do this. No. Gotta go. Look at this. Man, your boy Jazz. Look at that smile. Smile. He's like, man, I've been wanting to do this in a while. You know what I mean? They having a good time and the whole nine. Now, you talk about Ashley. Ashley has some lines, but listen, Ashley never really had a lot of lines until she got older. Once she got older, then she had a little bit more lines.
We're gonna go back. We're gonna go.
She had little quips. She had little quips. Yeah, she wanted to dance. Will taught her how to dance, the whole nine. Then he taught her how to rap. I know about all of that, okay? But she wasn't like major like that. You know that. She wasn't major. It was mostly Will. It was mostly Carlton. Then it was Will and Carlton.
It was Will and Ashley. Because Ashley was like the little sister, and like Will was the big brother she always wanted, even though she had a big brother.
But it wasn't like every episode. It was like every now and then. So every now and then she gonna show up.
But it's like for them to have 3 kids, even if she doesn't have a speaking part in the scene, okay.
Yeah.
It's like it's been episodes where she don't show up, period.
But she a teenager. You know what teenagers do? You a mother. You know teenagers do. But she a young teenager, right? She what, 12, 13 years old?
Yeah.
Right? So what do young teenagers do? They don't want to be around y'all. They want to be around your mama. They just want to do their own thing. They go to their room.
But then we can see her. I'm going out with my friend. I'm going to do something. I'm telling you, I feel Julie Winslow coming.
This is the Bel Air show. This ain't the Ashley show, okay? Hello? This is the Bel Air show. It's about Will, man.
No, it's a
spin-off?
No, I ain't saying all that.
I did. You know what I'm saying? Like, she got her shine. Let it be. Now,
I guess.
Remember when, I was trying to pursue my dad? He's like, yeah, well, I got Jeffrey in trouble. And that's probably why he fired. It's like, what?
He put that together real quick.
He sure did. So here we go. Your boy, your favorite character of the whole season. Your favorite character. Here you go, a little light-skinned mother, right? Coming through. I mean, honestly, okay. I'm gonna put out the prediction right now. This is my theory.
Okay.
My theory is that she's not going to fold. My theory is that it may get close to that, but I don't think she's going to fold. I think that if he does, they didn't show whether he's going to work with her or not.
Okay.
They didn't show that, right? He may just be like, nah, I'm not gonna do it because I ain't trying to get beat down by Uncle Phil. Okay? You like it. Listen, he may have other girls that he messes with. You know what I'm saying? He ain't trying to mess with her. Okay. I'm not getting like, okay, we didn't see enough yet. We didn't get enough information. Okay?
I'm gonna go with the wildest theory. I read it. I agree with it. Viv gonna fold, then boom, Lil Nikki.
That's what y'all want. That's what y'all want. Yeah, I don't know.
It's drama. It's drama.
Nah.
So
that would listen. If that happens, that will tear the whole show is over. Then it'll be the Phil and the Viv show, and Lil Nikki with baby daddy. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna turn. I don't think it's gonna go there. I don't know. I don't think so.
It probably won't go that far. Okay.
Right,
I'm glad you caught that frame.
Yeah.
That is, like I said, not that like, it's actually his will, but that just kind of gave like a hint of, they actually put Will in there.
Yeah, that was the intention. That was the intention. But you know what I'm saying? Look at this. There you go. Not Will Smith. Definitely not.
Nope.
And as we discussed before, nobody would have guessed that it was Marlon Wayans. Nobody. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, what happened to all your theories? Nobody would have guessed it was him.
Nobody.
But he came through, and I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? Look at your boy.
That's like these common things. Like, he get it from his mom. He always in earshot of something. Like, he overheard Lisa telling Will how, she was tired of carrying his baggage. Like, he overhears everything.
Well, see, okay, this time around, I ain't gonna be on some like, he's intentionally doing it. No. Phil was like, come on, we gotta go to the race. You know what I'm saying? So he was getting ready, he was excited to go in the whole nine, and he about to leave, and then dude come through. You know what I mean? So yeah, he gonna, this is how they voted it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm more like,
while he adjusted his cufflinks.
Yeah, he put on cufflinks. We going to a race. Okay. So they had a discussion. He's like, it was on, good, da-da-da-da. Your boy goes on some private investigative Inspector Gadget, and he finds documents, man. And reading through the whole thing, he was looking at it for a while, like, should I do it? Yeah, of course you should do it. Goes to Will. It's like, Will, you need to read this. He's like, I don't want to do it. He's like, Jim. Right?
So it's always this expression.
Right.
Like, it's just plastered on his face constantly.
Right. And that's what the director said. The director was like, it's in his eyes. That's why we picked him, because he really exhibits all the emotion that we need through his eyes. You know what I'm saying? So if you look at my recap that I did for the show, man, when he's like really going in on his dad, like, you see it in his eyes, you see it, like, he's really good at it. Yeah. So the argument, right? The argument where we were talking about what? Go ahead. So
it's that piece of, for me, what stood out for me with the argument, not even that he called him a band. You know what I'm saying?
Call him what?
A band, B-A-N.
There you go with the acronyms again. Wait, before you just say, like, anybody know what that means? She's from her own world, fam. That's my sister. She's from her own world. She always be doing acronyms and stuff. The BAMs, the BAMs, the BMFs, the BBDs. I'm like, she works in corporate America, so they be doing acronyms all the time. You know what I mean? Just like, bro, like, I don't know what you mean by the band.
Anyway, if you watch the show, you know the band is.
The band.
The band. You know what it is. So,
to see,
like,
that's what it is.
So, like, people know you got your pops, like, people would think it was, well, you reached out to me. You looked me up. And he's like, well, if I didn't, would you have come? I didn't. So it's like, like, that was, to me, the highlight of that argument, is that you're coming here with this expectation of, I want to meet your life or whatever, but you've been willing to acknowledge that it's not of your own doing. Like, you could say, well, I was trying to do that, but you didn't in there. to reach for your son. Your son. So it's like, yeah, but I'm curious as to stop.
Hold on, fam. What is going on? What's going on today, fam? It's never happened before. All right, hold on, fam.